The most common way of sharing workbooks or any other type of document is by email, and you probably don't need me to tell you that. But what is really nice is that Excel 2010 has made this easier by putting a lot of the options in one place, and you can do sharing by email really with one click. So let's go to it. Click the File tab, so we go back into Backstage View, and we want to go down here to where it says Save and Send. And at the top, send using email should be selected automatically. If not, just click it. And I want to go through these options here. So the first option you have here is send as attachment. Just click it. And you see it creates a new email message with the file name as the subject. There it is, it's attached. And now you could just address it as you normally would, and then you can type the body. So in one click, you've been able to take this workbook and make it an attachment in the email message. By the way, you might be wondering, wasn't there a way of putting the workbook itself as the content of the email message in the body? Well, that was an option up until a few versions ago, but Microsoft decided that it was causing too many problems, so that hasn't been an option since 2003, so you won't find that here anymore. So let's cancel out. We don't really have to send this. And no, I'm not going to save changes. And let's go back to the File tab. And let's go back to Save and Send, back to Send using email. Now this send a link, you notice this is grayed out. And what's happening is this. This workbook that we have is saved on my computer locally. But if this were saved on a network share where several people could access it, there really wouldn't be any purpose of sending it as an attachment because we would eat up hard drive space unnecessarily. You'd have a copy on the server and you'd have a copy here in yours and then the copy and the person who's receiving it. And not only disk space, but it could be confusing after a while as to which is the real current document. So if you have several people with access to the same file, then you can simply send a link and anybody on your network will get the link to that network share. So that's just what that is. But let's go down here to sending as a PDF. Now, the same way that we were able to send as an attachment, what we could do here is just click this. And just like before, we have the subject as the file name, and instead of the Excel workbook as an attachment, in one step, Excel created the PDF and made this as an attachment in the email message. And what's really nice is you don't even have to have Adobe Acrobat or any other PDF creation software installed that is built into Excel. I think that's pretty cool. Well, we don't really need to send this, so we could just cancel out. Let's go back to the File tab. Again, back to Save and Send. And we have two other options. Send as XPS and Internet Fax. XPS is sort of Microsoft's version of PDF. Chances are you're using PDF anyway. XPS works pretty much the same. So let's click on Send as Internet Fax. Now, to do that, you have to have fax service set up and installed, and if not, you'll get this message saying that, yes, you have to sign up with a fax service provider. If we had this on this computer, then it would launch right into the fax software, and we'll be able to fax directly out. And that's really all there is to it. So just cancel out, and now you have some very easy ways of sharing your workbooks by email.